The next tool that we are going to discuss is risk breakdown structure, which is extensively used in risk identification. This is a very simple but powerful tool mostly used for risk identification by most of the organizations. Now, this is how a typical risk breakdown structure will look like. You are going to categorize the risks based on your nature of the project or the nature of the organization. Most of the organization will be having a predefined risk breakdown structure in place. If you don't have, then you can create your own. Mostly risk identification can be done in two ways. One, you can have a dedicated team for each and every category where you have all the subject matter experts, or you can have just one single team who are going to discuss about all the categories. Now let's assume that we are going to have a dedicated team. Assuming we have a human resource team who is going to discuss about the human resource related risks in this particular project. So they will further drill down into various other aspects related to human resource. As an example, here I have given attitude, experience, availability, knowledge, education. Sometimes you can talk about the culture, time zone differences, habits, so on and so forth. The advantage of using risk breakdown structure is it works as a prompt. The moment you organize a risk meeting and ask them to discuss about the project risk, you don't know from where to start. So this acts as a very good prompt. So now you know that you are going to talk about the attitudes related to human resource, and people will start thinking from that angle. Another advantage is if you are going to prepare a management report, then in that case you can just roll up all the risks and then you can say for each and every category how many risks you have identified. Same ways, if you're going to prepare a report for your team and you're going to allocate work to your team depending on the risk, then in those cases you can drill down to each and every category and then you can identify how many risks are there for each and every category. And also you can allocate the risks to the appropriate people. This is the advantage of using a risk breakdown structure. It is a very simple but very powerful tool, as I mentioned earlier.